looks like they're leaning towards that A bomb side. Complexity going to be starting on the T side and, well, shut down early. You do not want that kind of a beginning. In fact, you want to be the one landing that early kill. They know you're coming. That's a pretty good grenade, but they need a follow-up if they actually want to take down Device. So far, all they've do is damage him.
That is a pretty interesting grenade to just throw as a single nade. They've also lost Oboe now, and they just don't have the manpower to fight at the bomb site and clear sandbags, and it doesn't even matter. Now here's where Disaster is going to strike for Complexity. It's on this ramp at this A bomb site. Once guns are in hand, it's not going to be USPs peeking down. It's going to be the AWP of Device. It's going to be picked up Kriegs. It's going to be M4s. It's going to be a lot of nades, a lot of smokes. It's going to be hectic. Well, I think part of that was that there was a bit of a carousel. I know there were like 3 or 4 teams that were vying for it at different points. That's a good kill on the config, an opening frag for Complexity, but low HP. 2 HP on config, 33 on rush. They are not in a good place. I think now that the map has kind of settled down, now that there's not a change every week or every 2 weeks, teams are much more confident to put some time and put some work into this map, and I think that's where you're starting to see the hierarchy of Vertigo kind of settle down.
That's a good setup there, especially with the double stack of Dupree and Sip as Oboe. He wanted to take the swing with the Deagle, and it made perfect sense, but just wasn't ready for 2 of them. And they know where Blameif is as well, so looks like there's not going to be any kind of a bomb plan, and they will only lose. He's got some backup there as well, right behind him. Glaive could jump up or get boosted up, I think, by Dupree, but not even needed at the moment. And Astrali's, I think, just enjoying the fact that, you know, this is a smooth beginning. Did he tag him through the wall? I think maybe even slightly.
Either way, this round is just going to slowly come to an end. Poison can't complete the kill. Magisk with 4 kills, but he's going to back away from trying to get the ace. Preserve the weaponry. Good shot from Oboe. He had a fantastic nades and smokes. Actually hold the thought. Aggressive. Oh, and Device was not expecting that. Pulled the nade out at the wrong moment, and he gets trucked by Rush.
Yeah, he was fully trusting in that Molotov that was down in front of him, thinking no one is going to be crazy enough to peek that. Dupree getting pre-fired, and Rush continuing and beating Dupree to the punch. He's going to be putting out that Molotov, and Glaive will pick up a kill in the meantime on Poison. That is all the way on the other side. He was down the A ramp, so Magisk now holding the bomb site here for a minute. That's the bomb, so got to be careful. And config, yeah, I think he's just overexposed a bit there. Rush continuing the charge, and he's getting 3 before he finally goes down. Magisk gets dropped, and now it's on Glaive with 42 health in a 1 versus 2. And if Complexity could turn this around into a win, that would be huge.
I can't believe it's even gotten this close. It was a 5-on-3, and they had the bomb site, and it's now a chance for Glaive. Low HP, and Oboe is giving up the position. Important.
The team performance is the big thing, and they're catching Glaive. That's Oboe showing up with a Galil. There is a return on Blameif, though. We're back in a 4-on-4.
That's a really weird miscommunication for Glaive. I don't know if he was checking behind him to see if anyone got there quick, but, I mean, that's a position where you think he should just be facing forward.
That is dangerous. Against Device, he wants another one, and he's not going to get it.
I think they had to have spotted him. Had to have seen that and just said, nope, no more jumping for me. Although he does come back to it. Device wants this kill. Nothing forcing him back at the moment, so no reason to give up the angle. Good kill for Rush, and again in middle, it's big trades. Complexity break through this defense. It's Device and Dupree, and they are split on different sides of the map, and Dupree's under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, just knowing that, because they know what Device is. He's been there all along, so that's amazing. Smoke goes up, and Dupree just trying to buy time. Device, he's making his way into middle, but he can't even just rush it. They don't know if someone's in there waiting for him with a rifle, so he can't just book it there immediately. Dupree has somehow wrapped around them with the Deagle, and he's tapping away and taking down Poison. And here comes Device with an M4 instead. I can't believe that Astralis are back in this in a 2-on-1 now. Oboe alone, he's got 30 seconds, and he's picked up a Galil there. Not really sure that makes a big difference right now. I think that bomb plan is going to be what's really tricky. And he goes straight for it. Dupree almost catching him in the middle of it, but that at least gives him a little bit of space. He gets that headshot immediately. That's very quick. And now does he know? Device pretty much can only be at this angle. He's out in the open, so if he doesn't win this fight immediately, Device will take him down, but Oboe will do it! Man, they love this. This round, though, starting very quickly with Glaive getting a kill. It's traded almost immediately by Blameif. A little bit of a flick there, and there's a lot of presence at this A bomb side. And Complexity, these are the rounds you can't give to Astralis. You have to find a way to slow this down now, get back in the lead. It's 4-on-4. You should have all of the advantage.
Yeah, you have control. You have a player over at Sandbags. I think slowing it down, exactly what you said, that's the perfect idea. Xyp9x knows someone is there, but it's such a powerful position to be in because it takes so much attention. Everyone else just waiting for aggression, waiting for a push. That's a great shot. Ooh, an even better one from Magus. And he's gonna try and build, but the bomb is on the floor.
The damage on BlameF is still pretty relevant here. Obo, he's gonna stand on his own, but take down Dupree, and it's still a 2-on-2. That grenade landed right in the face of Sip, and he's down to 6 health. They've got the bomb and they're walking back in Device. He's here to almost catch them. At least he'll know it. He misses the chance for a kill, but he got the information. That means they can rotate Sip over immediately. And that Scout will probably take down any one of them if they're not quick about it. He's almost getting caught on the open, but he snuck his way into the corner. I don't think they realize that he's here yet. He's here so quickly, they might not check for it. 25 seconds, and yeah, they're gonna go. Oh, the Molotov! That's just almost a random throw, and they pick it up, and now Device, he's low on health, and they take him down over again! He's setting them up for later.
Oh, Device aggressive, and Device is taken down. Glaive and Zipnik's got aggressive towards a ramp, which has been successful a couple times in the past.
I love this attention to middle that Complexity are putting on Astralis right now. It's really, really worth doing, I think, on a map like this, because...
Oh, God.
Okay. If you can keep punishing them in middle, where they only have, you know, one guy, then you're actually forcing them to make a bunch of defensive choices. Then if you really have the practice and the level on this map, you can start to exploit that on its own. If they start putting 2 people in here and having more of attention to it, you can really find a way to make that work. And they've been winning, I think this is the 3rd round at least, where they win this fight in middle, maybe even the 4th.
Feels like Astralis a little bit...
wild. Complexity looking good, and that's a headshot with a Scout on Device taking him down. But quick refrag, that seems to be the way that all of these rounds are starting off right now. Glaive moved up very far, and he's alone though. That's the one issue.
They don't clear this, surely. Surely Obo's not going to clear it. He was looking in the direction, but wasn't really prepared for that fight. Glaive going to get his ankle shot out. He recommits. He's going down. Poison with another Scout headshot.
That grenade, though, will at least put it in the favor of Astralis. Rush sneaking into middle, and this time Dupree was ready for it. That leaves Poison. It's a very, very rough 1 versus 3, and Magus won't even let him close to them. Raining down, they push right through, and you see the flashbangs just coming in everywhere. Rush is taking a lot of damage, and Glaive now lining up for a double kill, and he nearly had it. In fact, the Molotov from Sip will burn it out, and he will then follow up. So that's the problem with getting slowed down on that ramp. It's just more and more keeps showing up, and I think BlameF is in a lot of trouble. He just can't hold that many angles. It's one of those things where if you win the first fight and you actually, you know, you get control of that part, that's amazing. But when you get slowed down like they did, it all falls apart.
And Astralis is more than happy if that's the kind of aggression Complexity wants to bring out towards the A bomb site. They'll just dump utility. And even if they trade that first kill, they had 3 more bodies to throw at the problem, all at different angles. So that bottleneck gets even more deadly if you're a Complexity player.
Right at the start of this ramp is where the CT sides have started throwing smokes. So the people who are leading the
2005. Magus, go, he's gonna be behind the sandbags, good shot, he's dinked up, he's got a follow-up kill, and it's just pistols, so he's doing work. I have no idea how he got that 4th kill, excuse me. That's quickly mopped up.
This is what it gives Astralis, right? It gives them the chance to keep these 3 people at mid and the B bomb site. Because otherwise I think they'd be favoring pushing someone else into middle or maybe another person over at A, but they can just stay put here. Device, aggressive position that he can't actually escape from. Sip would have loved it if someone would have flanked around to try and take him down, then maybe he could have been there to get a kill. Now he's at least got some backup in Magisk, who is the heavy hitter right now for Astrali. Wins the first fight and nearly gets the follow-up. Sip will surely be able to close this one out. 40 seconds, and Glaive will find BlameF, so Poison can't even really go anywhere.
Well, keep our eyes. This round got away from Complexity a little bit. They were really relying on some individual plays to sneak into some open space. And that, if that's going to continue, that's your indication right there that Complexity is not yet...
Magisk is right there with him, so even if he misses a chance, it's still not going to be easy.
Everyone from Complexity looking for aggression that's not coming, and unfortunately they're even looking for it towards the A bomb site. And Magisk, a vertical angle on the other side of the smoke, nets him 1 kill and some information. If Obo can get this frag onto Glaive, that'd be massive.
If that was an HE, that would have been the end of config. But he actually just sticks around with the Deagle, and Dupree does not want to challenge it. Glaive showing up for a strong kill there, and he's ready for more, expecting them to come through the window. Standing on his own for a triple. That's really well handled.
slide over. And still the smoke just keeping him safe, but not for long. Good shot from Poison.
Completely unclear who could see what in that scenario. But Glaive actually, in some sense, surrendering the 3-man advantage that they had over there, because no one could really help him out in that moment. I mean, they'd thrown some grenades, and maybe they were just banking on the fact that they wouldn't be checking it, but they did. Sip will take one in return, and he's got to fall back. He knew the Molotovs were coming. No point in sticking around, really.
How aggressive do Complexi want to be to challenge into this bomb site, though? Rush is rotating over. All 4 players are going to be here, and this is where we'll test them. Do they have the smokes? Do they have the nades? And do they have the protocol to watch for Device coming from behind this off angle for the flank? It's going to be Rush to challenge and Rush to fall.
They've got him. That's Obo just standing up. Stop crouching for a second, so at least it's a 2-on-3. But again, they're not even really getting close to the bomb site yet. They need to find a way in, and they're almost out of grenades as well. That smoke is going to be fading. Poison has to win the first battle here. It's not going to be working out. It's a headshot on Magus. That's not an easy shot to hit, ladies and gentlemen. He goes for more. We'll pick up Sip. He's actually cleaving his way into the bomb site. And Dupree now. How do you retake this with an AWP? If you challenge Poison, odds are you're not going to come out on top right now. He is lightning fast at the moment. And with that smoke still up, they can even get back behind cover. If they do, what is he going to be doing?
I think Dupree was looking for Obo after the plant to slide to the right. There was a gap in that smoke. Poison's going to take the fight.
He's got his haircut, didn't he?
This is a brutal, brutal push for Glaive. Obo never had any idea coming through that smoke, trying to keep control. Glaive remaining hidden behind the box.
They're trying for the same push again. That even suggests that it's something they've been, practicing. They have a feeling that this can work. And so far, I'd say I've not been super impressed by this A hit. I feel like it doesn't actually get to where they want it before they've lost too many players most of the time.
Well, a lot of times, remember, they've been dealing with the aggression of Astralis peeking down this ramp. At least this time they have the kind of space and there's a little bit of calm as they can set up for the hit. We'll see if they have the smokes. They do have 4 still in hand.
They've got to be...
The question is, do all 4 players remember a smoke to this bomb site?
That is... You gotta hope so, because this is their big chance for it. Let's see. Rush is actually over on the left-hand side. Could be flanking around. Sip almost flashed in, but he's falling back through the Molotov. And there's Rush waiting as the smoke fades. He's gonna win the first fight. And they would love to go and do this right now. 25 seconds. The flashbangs are in. Sip can't see anything, but they're not checking for him. And he does get traded. Config coming in with a very, very important kill. Otherwise, I don't think they could have made this work. 15 seconds. They're going to be smoking it off. They need to run across the bomb site, get that bomb picked up and planted right now. 10 seconds on the clock. Config finding one more kill and hiding at the edge. He can't get it done. He goes down, and they're right on top of Poison. He can't make it out. Dupree will drop
to get their first 4 rounds on the board, and then they've just been stonewalled. It's been 6 of the last 7 for Astralis, but that defense is under a lot of pressure, and now it's collapsed.
And somewhat needlessly. I'm not sure why Glaive wanted to sacrifice himself, because Dupree had actually already made it out. I mean, there was a lot of pressure in the beginning, but I felt like Glaive maybe a little bit too aggressive there. Sip going to show up with 1 M4 kill, but the bomb is down, and it should be a 6th round here as Blamer for land.
Oh no!
Headshot. Oh no!
He's laughing. It's all good.
This one, which we're completely unsure about their level of preparedness and what they've got planned. Now on the CT side, and Poison nearly could have had that one, and that was a big kill to open up with. Device will be taking him down. That cleans the way into the bomb site for the bomb plant. Config will find a kill, but still, how do you get through this? It's very, very hard to get in and actually defuse that bomb once it's down. They do have a defuse kit on Rush, but Config, that flank is up, and I don't know what they could do. They don't have a smoke to block anyone out. This is going to be an almost impossible battle here for Complexity. 3 versus 4 to try and get back into it. Glaive gets shot right off of the building, and Device goes down. They've actually made it possible now. They're bodyguarding Rush, still not defusing. He's the one with the kit. They're fighting instead and missing all of the shots, and I think that might have been the one chance. Rush, he'll get a kill chance, but it doesn't matter. Sip should be able to turn the corner. He's a little bit far away, and ducking in, it will be. Just have that hot keyed in on your mouse or something.
All right, we have some nade stacks. They're not coming in all at once. Good shot with the Deagle. Blame F taking down Device. Some return spam brings him very low. But progress for Astralis at the moment is blocked.
Grenade even does a little bit. That's pretty helpful. I would say taking the fight through the wall there, not really worth it with a scout though. So I'm glad that Poison gave up on that idea because they have a lot more firepower on the other side now. Do they have a flashbang to set up rush? Or no, they don't. That's a little bit unfortunate. He's the one with the flashbang. It's really cool when you can flash that angle.
Problem is, Obo has a deep angle, Config's in middle, but they don't have the intel to be able to rotate a fourth player to the A bomb site. Config's going to start doing it now anyways, and Obo is going to start shifting as well. Very soon, Complexity is going to gamble and have 5 players at this site, and even with the utility of Astralis, that can be tough. Still a double nade on Obo and Config as well.
Yeah, and if they save that for the actual bomb plant, which we've seen before as an actual strategy to be run, I think MIBR did it a couple of times on this map, and if you know how to do that, Blameth goes down though, so a little bit of an issue there, but let's see if they can actually land one of these grenades. It's going to be a bit early, so they're not waiting for oh, it's a double! Obo will take down Megaskin Glaive, and that surely shocks them. They win the round somehow. 10-7. Complexity off to a hot start, even after losing the pistol. That's Glaive taking down Poison, who's been on fire this game so far, but he just got absolutely rocked, and now they're following it up. Magisk with a shot, a little bit of a return to calm. Actually, Glaive will hit one more headshot. This is so dangerous here. They can't lose this round, Complexity.
It's so weird. They've had to use their own utility in a defensive fashion that close to the bomb site just so they could, you know, have some kind of safety. Device gonna try and get away. Good prediction from Blameth. The Molotov forcing him into the open.
And I think he saw someone out at, I mean, he could probably guessed that anyway, but just a little bit of information could be the big difference. That smoke is going to be really annoying for Astralis. They have a deagle and a scout, so spamming through the smoke for a long time, that's not going to be viable if someone starts defusing that bomb. And a good read, Blameth, not even just the force out with the Molotov, but reading that one as well. He's got the right idea. Sip trying to be clever, but Blameth will save his team there. He's got the kit as well and a triple. What a nice round. I mean, and this should be where they just have a little bit of an easier time. Obo, in fact, being aggressive. Could be dangerous, but he's got Rush there with him, so now whatever danger there might have been is completely evaporated. Clever angle from Config.
I like that we're still at least seeing the confidence from Complexity.
Yeah, Complexity converting a bunch of people into believers at the moment. Glaive will be cruising around that corner, almost not even stopping, taking out Config.
Look at how weird of a position Obo's in with his teammate going down. They have control of mid, they can come from behind, so he's trying to sneak back to the bomb site, but that's what happens. You get caught by just the one player waiting at the bottom of the staircase. Dupree with another frag to add on top of Glaive's. And this defense is spread so thin, and this is a minute and a half they have to play with a 2-man disadvantage with map control lost at critical portions. Device and Glaive gonna be in middle.
Yeah, they're so happy to wait this out, Astralis, right now. They know that any mistake given them right now, that's around 100% won. Running into Poison's AWP could be one of the issues. Oh, Blameth and Rush come back with a couple of kills each. None of them traded so far. That really should not be happening. From Astralis' point of view, and look at Sip, he's down to 33, and now they're kind of being pushed back into that AWP.
And Blameth is re-aggressing. He just got a kill here. Feels no pressure. He's gone back to a position. He can have a fast flank. As long as Poison can get one and survive, that'd be massive. And there's no flashbangs to force him off the angle. It's 2 Molotovs and a smoke for Astralis, so Poison should have at least one chance to get a kill.
Yeah, he should. And look at the time as well. 26 seconds. They want to be really careful at the moment. Dupree, actually, he's got the bomb in middle. The bomb just went down, but that's it. They have to try and jump over the wall, and that's not going to happen. Poison goes down. Astralis, they could have probably done this if the bomb was on the other side, but they get absolutely crushed.
On the others, and let's see how this goes, but this could be the turning point of the entire map, and that's a great opening kill for Poison, and he's gonna back off, and Blameth's got some space for him. He's kept them back for the moment, and Magisk is down very low. That's a lot of powerful weaponry that Astralis invested in that's already taken out of their hands.
Grenade land. Oh, right through the wall. Rush is ready to reply. They're not having any of it in this round, and he's moved into a bit of a position here. Got to be careful about when that goes away, but Dupree's right on the other side, and Rush, he's not going to win the fight. A little bit unfortunate there, but still a 2-on-3, and with Config showing up to get the 1 kill, he's looking for more. Actually, that could have worked. What a madman.
That's a bit of roll of the dice for Rush, and I mean, they're still in a 3 versus 1, so shouldn't be a problem. And there's the shoulder peek from Dupree right into the crosshair. Forces A smoke out early, but that's a good follow-up nade, and Obo just steps in front of it. He wants one more, and he's found it. Beneath him, Config's got the cover. Glaive tried to peek up, and Config picks him right off through the grate. BlameF in middle, and the danger is swept aside.
Chance for a 1D, but they know where Sip is now, so not going to be too much happening.
Man, he threw that nade about a quarter mile.
He was absolutely ready. Ooh. They weren't really sure about themselves even. That's not what we're seeing in the server at the moment. Everybody's shocked right now. 12-10, double up on that CT side. They've won 5 in a row, and they need to keep going here. Don't let them back in. That's a nice flank poison again. He is lightning fast with that sniper rifle every single time.
It felt like he had his choice of 2 different targets. He spotted almost 2 heads that he could have taken off. That's a very fast flick. And it's back to the B bomb site we go. Obo is gonna have a job. He needs, okay, he spotted it at the perfect moment. No danger. No shots exchanged. His own Molotov extinguished. Oh, he heard that nade hit him. He heard that nade hit Glaive, and he's got the kill through the smoke. Unlucky for Glaive, but a great play from Obo. And now he's flashed in. He's got one more, and he's got the information.
A great tag team they've got on here, Vic, between Config and Obo. Just the instant timing of that flashbang. He just, either Config called it or Obo did himself, but that worked out really well. Now he's sneaking around a little bit scary. He's still going to pick up the kill, and that leaves Spri. 1 versus 4, and Complexity making this round. I thought that was, more people should pay attention to that, because that's exciting. Obviously, FaZe have one of their own.
And they don't have $500,000 buyouts.
That's a good point as well.
That's always fun. Utility exchange, utility dump from both teams. Astralis on the losing end, and Rush is caught in a corner, but he's keeping composed the way a major champion only can. Eventually goes down, Device to follow up, and it's all on Config. AWP, and they're swarming towards his position.
Yeah. Don't throw away this round, though, if you're Complexity, and they might not have a chance at it. Line of sight into the bomb site here for BlameF, and he's scoped up, but they still have a fair few grenades. They could make his life very, very tricky. They're going to smoke off on one side. That Molotov not really doing much of anything, but a free kill, and Omega is there with a swift return. 40 seconds. I don't think they know that BlameF is here, but they're still going to be running around the other side, and that makes his life really tricky.
I think Megas caught a footstep at the last second.
Yeah.
Dupree's already coming back. They've committed Device to the A bomb site. Dupree's in the middle, but he's going back towards B. Now they have the information, and BlameF, you've got to take a gamble right now. Which bomb site do you hustle to and commit? He has the right call, but I don't think he can win this, and you might just want to preserve the economy.
Yeah, that's going to be critical, isn't it? Maybe even just...
Maybe just go to take some weapons away, but don't actually commit to the retake unless some kind of gift is given to you.
Yeah, I don't think that's unreasonable. He also, I don't think he can know exactly how low they are. Yeah, not that it necessarily even makes the biggest difference here, but he's checking it all out and not getting that one gift that you were talking about. Would have been finding someone in here looking the wrong way. That is not going to happen. So that was a round that, in some sense, they didn't really need to lose. It's hard to blame them because they've been successful at being aggressive over there, and this time it's just sort of backfired. But
Rush got caught in an awkward spot, even if he got one kill and remained composed.
And I think Astralis were just further up than they were expecting, so timing was off a little bit. Astralis back with the A push. This time they're not going to get... oh, there's still actual... Oh my god, a follow-up! I was about to say, they're not going to face really any kind of an opposition, but 2 grenades. That's an enormous amount of damage.
Yeah, that's well worth the price of admission for Complexity. 2 nades and a Molotov slows things down, nets you a kill and a half. Glaive is down very low. Poison blinded at the last second, but there's the spam through the smoke, and this is where these rounds get scrappy. Astralis not necessarily having the manpower, having to take the risks. Oh, and look at this. You have to admire it from BlameF. Dupree down low.
The grenade running through the window, that almost tagged him and actually did hit him. He just didn't go down. But Dupree, 8 health in a 1 versus 4, and there's not even any point in sticking around, is there? Can't even dream of doing anything but just trying to save this AK. That's 14 rounds for Complexity, and yeah, that absolutely got shut down.
This off, but they are so blocked out, and I don't even mind necessarily the risk being taken. Now we'll put to a test. How much has Complexity? We saw last weekend, some of the teams had some very good setups to retake this with utility in 5-on-5s. We'll see if Complexity has that in their repertoire.
Oh, that's almost a kill for the smoke. Look at how low 3 of the Astralis players are. This could maybe work. Another grenade back there, even softening up Glaive. They're almost out of health on the Astralis side, and now come the smokes on top of the bomb. Can they actually get the defuse in? No one's doing it quite yet. The fight is on, and Obo goes down. Rush holding it from one side, but finally, someone taps the bomb, and the rest of Astralis show up. Device with one more kill, and I think they're out of time. A brave fight coming in for Complexity, doing a lot of damage to Astralis.
Which gives all the confidence in the world. The one weak spot of this defense is Config in middle. He's all alone, but it might not matter.
Obo pushing to the edge, finds a kill immediately, but he can't really get back around the corner. Rush, a little bit disjointed here. Now he's slightly fighting on his own. There's going to be a smoke set up behind him. I think there's a bit of a gap there, maybe. But Rush is just biding his time. The fire won't spread to him. Blameth going down, and Rush, he's paranoid now. They could be walking in behind him. He almost spots one of them, but there's the flank coming through, and Megas will take down Rush. And Astrala's now really opening it up. That shot does not connect, and the bomb has been planted. 2 on 3. Config sneaking up and poisoning Config. It's just AWPs, but they find a kill each. Oh, he flicks through. He tacks up the Premi, and he's very low on health. They could do this with pistols. I don't know if they know yet, but this AK-47, he's got one chance to Premi and one alone, or they will be at a match point. They're right behind him as well, and it's the op to do it. Complexity at 15 rounds on map 2 against Astralis.
We saw just the previous round. They got decimated by them.
Well, Glaive is setting up for that smoke towards the B-bomb site.
Config's playing in CT spawn with flash out. He's just there for support for Obo.
And Obo immediately smokes it. He's just ready to slow them down. Oh, he still got the shot to Premi. Somehow able to win the fight, and Rush not quite sure if he wants to peek into that window. A free kill as Premi peeks into that one, and a follow-up Config with the AWP. It's a rare sight, but it's working out well. I think that was a dead body he was shooting at. Now he's just trying to no-scope through, and he's playing right at the edge, making the jump on over. It's poisoned. The other AWP, leaving Megas can sip alone. 2 on 3, trying to keep this dream alive for Astralis and get back into overtime. Somehow Sip will find a kill, and Blameth, maybe a rare chance there. They need to get on and defuse that bomb right now. Complexity 2 on 2. They have a slight health advantage, but against these weapons for Astralis, it might not matter. Oh, Megas, he had the health for it, but now he's been taken out, and Sip just trying to buy time, flanking around. Blameth hunting him down, and he turns for it. Immediate defuse. He's right there with the kid. Oh my God, I can't believe it. 16 and 12. Complexity taking down Astralis 2.